Hi guys, Joanna here. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is all about new fragrances in my collection. I have here today 6 perfumes that were kindly gifted to me, and basically today I just want to share my honest thoughts and opinions about them. I will say I find them interesting because they are quite new and not a lot of people talk about them yet. So yeah, I'm very excited to let you guys know what I think of them. First up is the newest release of Goldfield and Banks, and this is called Pacific Rock Flower. And I've got mine from Rafinad Perfumery as soon as it was released. So basically, I've been testing it out for quite some time now. And guys, this is a beautiful scent. So in their website, it has Australian coastal tea tree, coral flower, eucalyptus, cocoa wax, tuberose, patchouli, Australian sandalwood, and sea salt accord. I will say that yes, I do get all the notes listed from their website because I think in Fragrantica there's like a little bit of twist with the note breakdown. But when it comes to what I'm actually smelling out of this fragrance, I think the notes listed in the website is more accurate. This to me smells very citrusy in the opening and aquatic. So I definitely get that fresh aquatic coastal vibe. So, it is that kind of freshness. I can imagine waves, citruses, and yeah, some coastal flowers. Now, here's my thought. I find this fragrance quite masculine in the opening, and it shocked me because I've seen reviews and comments already that this is a more feminine leaning version of Pacific Rock Moss. I never own a bottle of Pacific Rock Moss. However, I do have a sample size and I have compared them side by side. I definitely get the Pacific Rock Moss DNA because both of them are giving citrusy aquatic vibes, with the Pacific Rock Moss being more on the mossy side, and Pacific Rock Flower is more, I wouldn't say really floral, but fresher and saltier, in my opinion. The florals that I'm getting out of this fragrance is just a touch, and it feels like a watery kind of floral. So I don't know, maybe that's the coastal tea tree or coral flower that is somehow giving me like peony. So very aquatic and kind of pink floral that actually cuts off the masculine vibes of this fragrance. I'm gonna tell you the truth, the moment I sprayed it on, I thought that this is straight up masculine. However, as it dries down on me, I definitely think that this is 100% unisex fragrance. It is a very fresh, citrusy, floral, aquatic scent that definitely smells like summer. Overall, I really, really like this fragrance, especially the dry down. It definitely made me feel fresh. And even though I'm not a big fan of aquatic fragrances, I really enjoy wearing this fragrance. It has saltiness in it that is giving some mineral vibe. So, having said that, not a typical salty aquatic scent because it smells very natural. I will say that I do get good niche quality ingredients, and it definitely has that Australian sandalwood DNA of Goldfield and Banks. I owned and tried a lot of Goldfield and Banks perfumes, and I will say that they have a particular sandalwood that makes them different from others. Pacific Rock Flower is a beautiful unisex, citrus, fresh, floral, aquatic scent that will be perfect this summertime. I really, really do enjoy this fragrance, and my husband love it as well. When it comes to longevity and projection, say it lasted me around 6 to 7 hours. So having said that, above average projection, and I highly recommend you checking it out if you are into citrusy aquatic scent. Love this fragrance, and I will definitely use it this summertime. If I discovered this fragrance before I did my summer scents recommendation, this fragrance will definitely be in that video. Anyway, guys, once again, Pacific Rock Flower by Goldfield and Banks. Highly recommend it. It is a unisex scent. Next up is the newest release of Atelier Materi, and this is called Vanille Carbon. Now, the name of this fragrance really intrigued me because I imagine a lot of darkness, mystery, and sexiness in this fragrance. And guys, it didn't disappoint. I really got the vibes that I was expecting. Vanille Carbon has three types of vanilla in it. So, having said that, it is definitely a vanilla forward fragrance that is also peppery and spicy. This fragrance has black pepper and pink peppercorn notes that are very prominent, especially in the beginning. I really felt the pepperiness of this fragrance, and then as it dries down, it somehow turns out to be balsamic because of the leather and the incense combo in here. I will say that it smells different from just sniffing it from the bottle, because if I do something like this, it smells like vanilla and leather. However, when I wore it, it became more of like a peppery and incensey. I will say it's 50% vanilla. That is quite different from the other vanillas that we've tried in the market. This has zero sweetness in it, I will say. So even if it has a lot of vanilla notes listed, don't expect it to be like a sweet vanilla, okay? I find this vanilla to be very dry. And I think it's not the vanilla that they use, but the big contrast coming from the leather, incense, and olibanum in here. It is very dry, balsamic, spicy, and peppery. It has a lot of characters in it, but with an underlying heavy dose of vanilla. I think that this is a beautiful and well done vanilla fragrance that definitely smells luxury niche. If I have to compare it with another fragrance, it's not because they're dupes, okay, but they are giving the same vibes. I will say Estrella de la Mañana by UNE NUIT NOMADE. I find Estrella de la Mañana more balsamic ambery, while Vanille Carbon is balsamic vanilla. They both have this potency in them that will definitely catch attention. I find this fragrance very bold, yet dry. I love it. I think that the contrast in this fragrance is lovely. It's very smooth leather and incense combo that doesn't have like a single percentage of screechiness. Very well done and very unisex in my opinion. Vanille Carbon is such a rich vanilla scent contrasted by very smooth and dry leather, incense, and olibanum. I will categorize this fragrance as a spicy, peppery, and balsamic vanilla. Longevity and projection are above average. This is quite of a beast mode fragrance, especially for the first 3 hours. Like, people will definitely smell you. It definitely smells luxurious and niche. It is a serious fragrance. I find this vanilla very unique because of the dryness of it. I haven't tried such a dry style kind of vanilla scent, so I really appreciate this fragrance and love the quality. Longevity and projection, as mentioned, are above average. Let's say it lasted me more than 8 hours and it stays forever on clothes. Yeah, that's my thought about Vanille Carbon. Definitely a balsamic style kind of vanilla that is very well contrasted by smooth leather, incense, and olibanum. I find this fragrance unisex as well. Once again, Vanille Carbon by Atelier Materi. All right, next fragrance is something that I was very excited to receive because I love this brand. This is the newest release of Rosendo Mateu, and this is Rosendo Mateu number 9. Um, I have tried almost all of the Rosendo Mateu under this collection. I didn't like that much Rosendo Mateu number 8, which was released last year. I just find it too fruity for my style. By the way, I gave my first impression about Rosendo Mateu number 9 in my TikTok. Just in case you guys are in TikTok, I want to let you guys know that I just created a new account and I will try to do first impressions in my TikTok account. So check out my TikTok account, Mercado Beauty. Anyway, Rosendo Mateu number 9 is definitely giving ambery, musky, and vanilla vibes. That is the same as Rosendo Mateu number 5. It definitely reminds me of Rosendo Mateu number 5 because I get the same saffron, amber, and vanilla that are used in Rosendo Mateu number 5. So having said that, it is very bold, warm, and sexy. Even though it reminds me of it, I will say though that it is not redundant to own both because there's something about Mateu number 9 that is airier and more wearable. It is a kind of ambery vanilla that you can use all year round, in my opinion. Now, with number 9 though, it has an added tobacco that is very clean and smooth as well. I won't consider it as a smoky tobacco. Let's say the tobacco here is just like a smoke of tobacco. It also has osmanthus that gave this fragrance like a touch of fruitiness, like imagine like an apricot kind of nuance, plus iris and orris that to me are quite earthy and powdery. It is definitely potent with that saffron, especially in the beginning, because you'll be hit by it along with the pink pepper. As it dries down, the clean smoke coming from tobacco in here gave this fragrance some sexiness and mysteriousness, along with the earthy iris and orris combo. I know amber is not listed, but I am somehow getting amber in here, and it is the same amber that I do get from Rosendo Mateu number 5. I have compared them side by side in my TikTok, so just in case you're interested, check my TikTok account, okay? Overall, I really like this fragrance, but I think I will enjoy this more during fall time. Even though it is something that you can wear all year round, I just think that it has such a warm texture that it is too warm for me to wear it right now because it's too hot outside, at least here in Portugal, because summer started already. Um, but yeah, I love the fact that the light smoky tobacco here is very smooth as well, very clean smelling. To me, this is more of a musky, ambery vanilla scent that is airier than Rosendo Mateu number 5. I think if you love Rosendo Mateu number 5, you will love number 9 as well. The difference is that I noticed the added earthiness coming from the iris and orris in here, plus the light smoky vibes coming from tobacco, and that slight fruity touch coming from the osmanthus. The osmanthus in here gave this fragrance freshness, actually. Imagine Rosendo number 5 mixed with Amouage Sunshine. So, that is somehow giving Rosendo Mateu number 9. That sounds like a good combo because I have both. Maybe I can try it. That's what I think about Rosendo Mateu number 9. I highly recommend it if the sound of saffron, pepper, sensual amber, and musk sound appealing to you. Once again, Rosendo Mateu number 9. And I find this fragrance unisex, however, leaning a little bit more feminine because it has some sweetness in it. And just in case you're interested, I've got these three new releases from Rafinad's website. They carry a lot of niche brands that I think you guys should check out because they're always ahead when it comes to new releases. I do have a discount code for Rafinad Perfumery, okay? Just to let you guys know, I don't get commission from Rafinad's website. The discount code is just for you to enjoy. Next up is a fragrance from Hes Parfums, and this is called Jackson Square. This is one of their newest releases. However, this is not released this year, if I'm not mistaken. It was released, I think, late last year. However, it's new in my collection because Hes just sent it to me for review purposes. Now, a very interesting scent because of the cannabis and rose combo in it. I'm going to describe it as a grown, green, and sexy scent of a man. There's something about it that is giving alpha male energy. As mentioned, it has cannabis that I definitely get, but just for a few minutes. Don't be scared that you're going to be smelling like, cannabis the whole time because the cannabis note in here actually just gave this fragrance enough greenness and freshness. I love that it has rose in it, but the rose is not too heavy. It is quite spicy as well. I will say the final dry down is mainly woody and earthy because of the ambergris, sandalwood, and patchouli notes in the base. If you're a fan of woody patchouli fragrances, you will definitely love this fragrance. The difference of Jackson Square is that it is a bit green because of the cannabis, and it has a touch of rose that I actually find very sexy. Um, this fragrance is not for me though, as I find it too alpha male to wear. So yeah, having said that, definitely masculine leaning. I love smelling this on my husband, and it does project very well too. Once again, Jackson Square by Hes Parfums. Next fragrance is from the brand that is quite new to me, SABE MASSON, and this is called Et Revenir. Now, this is a skincare fragrance. It is certified to be moisturizing. The scents from this brand are offered in solid perfume sticks and liquid perfume bottle, which looks like this. It is also alcohol free. So imagine alcohol free skin fragrance that has natural ingredients. Now, let's talk about Et Revenir as well. I will say that this definitely smells very natural. Actually, when you spray it on your skin, you will see like it has a milky texture. Yeah, because it doesn't have any alcohol. Mm. Et revenir à soi means come back to yourself. So, there is something very personal about this fragrance. It has ginger, pink pepper, bergamot, cardamom, mandarin, cypress, iris butter. That sounds very interesting to me. Ylang ylang, carrot seeds, jasmine, benzoin, mate, ambrette, vanilla, vetiver, and patchouli. Now, after reading all the notes, it is definitely giving Chypre vibes. Having said that, quite earthy, spicy, and woody. That is basically how I'm gonna describe this fragrance. It is quite citrusy in the opening. As it dries down, there's something very clean smell that almost smells like skincare. To be honest, it smells very natural and almost like a scent coming from a skincare. So I'm definitely getting the skin fragrance that the company is actually trying to deliver. Very natural, very spa vibes. There's something about it that is grounding, very relaxing. It smells like spa. It literally smells like as if I am in the spa in the middle of nature or in the middle of the forest. Yeah, that's the vibe of this fragrance. Probably that's why it's called come back to yourself. I think if you're into cheap scent, you will like this fragrance. There's something spicy about it as well. And what I mean by spicy is the ginger. It's quite green as well, natural, earthy, That's how I'm gonna describe it. It is too natural for my liking. I think I would like a fragrance to smell like a perfume, because this to me smells like a skincare product scent, if you know what I mean. And I know there's a lot of you out there who will be interested with such natural style of perfume. It is a very relaxing scent. Longevity and projection of this fragrance is very soft, lasted me around 2 to 3 hours. Highly recommended though if you are into alcohol free, natural ingredients kind of scent. I would love to try more scents from this brand though, and if ever I have a new one, I will let you guys know. There are two fragrances from this brand that actually caught my attention. Anyway, that is my thought about Et Revenir Soir, and I find this fragrance unisex. All right, last but not the least is a new brand to me as well. This is called a different company, and I received their newest release called Azhi Ardara. Yeah, did I pronounce it right? Yeah, I think so. What do we think of the bottle? I think it looks beautiful. Love this shade of blue. Now let's talk about the scent. Azhi Ardara has pink pepper, cardamom, bergamot, cashmere wood, raspberry, vanilla, woody notes, ambergris, sandalwood, and vetiver. To me, this is a peppery and spicy vanilla that is quite sexy, airy, and very wearable. I think that this is a winner because this is such a likable, spicy vanilla that will be perfect for all occasions. It is unisex as well. Yeah, I love the freshness, greenness, and spiciness of it. It is quite peppery as well. However, only in the beginning, I'm going to consider this fragrance as a spicy, woody vanilla scent. I think a lot of you will like this fragrance because, yeah, it is mainly vanilla. And if you love woody scents like me, you will love this fragrance as well. It is not a kind of creamy woody, okay? I will say it is giving like fresh style of sandalwood plus ambergris, so definitely fresh and dry woody mixed with that green vanilla. Beautiful fragrance. It is sweet as well, but not too sweet. I don't know where the sweetness it is coming from. I think it's from the green vanilla, but it is not like a warm sweet kind of vanilla. Yeah, green vanilla sweetness that also has dry woody texture. Yeah, a beautiful spicy woody vanilla scent, perfect all year round. I love this fragrance and I highly recommend it. I think it is unisex as well. And when it comes to longevity and projection, guys, this lasts more than 8 hours on me. First 2 hours has very good projection before it becomes moderate. And it stays forever on clothes as well. Highly recommend Azhi Ardara. It is from the different company. And I actually received their discovery kit, and there's a lot of interesting fragrances from that brand, and I'm very happy to be part of their affiliation program. So in case you will be interested with Azhi Ardara, I have a discount code for you. Actually, if ever I have discount codes, you know that they will all be in the description box below. Azhi Ardara is very good. Also, I've tried Magina Sin and Tokyo Flower from the brand. Both are chef's kiss as well. Anyway, guys, highly recommend once again Azhi Ardara from the different company. So that is the video for today, guys. Those are 6 new niche fragrances in my collection that I think you will be interested in checking out. Please let me know if there's anything that you find interesting in today's video. Highly recommend them all, of course, if my description sounds interesting to you. However, if I have to choose like my favorites, I think it will be this two. But then again, it is because it is perfect to use during this time. These two are loves as well. However, I think I need a colder situation to enjoy them more. Yeah. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, guys, and see you on my next one. Bye.